You jumped out to a big lead here tonight. How much did that help you in the net?
Yeah, it was a really good start for us, and exactly how we wanted. And then even when they came back, we still had the, energy to push and made that 4-2, and it was a big goal for us.
The blocking shots here against, how much does that help? But at the same time, how worried do you get about some of those guys back there taking that flyer?
Yeah, I mean, it's always, when they do that, it helps us, and they do it for a team. And, sometimes it might hurt, but, when you do it day after day, and you might get a couple injuries, but overall, the amount of blocking shots helps us to win games, so that's the big thing.
Psychologically, physiologically, walk me through you playing a back-to-back last night and tonight. How are you feeling right now? What it takes to do that, both sides, mentally and physically?
Yeah, I mean, we were playing good hockey, even yesterday too, and felt pretty good after, and had a lot of energy for the day, and tough loss last night. So I wanted to, come right away back and get a win.
I feel like Eric's talked about how success you guys have had with these back-to-backs, the back-end games. Is it like a certain mindset, or what are you guys thinking about when you come into these games?
No, I think it just tells about the guys too. They are ready always. They're in a good shape, and it's never easy. You play yesterday at home and you lose game that you probably want to win, and then you fly here and play 6 o'clock games. So it tells a lot about the guys and how ready they are always.
The fact that he has been playing you so much lately, can you get into a rhythm? Is it easier to get into a rhythm this way?
Yeah, I guess. And, I felt good yesterday. It's just a kind of tough game, too. And, it's always easier to jump straight to the other game.
Austin, on your goal to play starts at the blue line with Mata keeping it in right there. How big was that?
Yeah, it was huge. Anytime you can keep a play alive like that, it obviously helps out. And, he kept it alive. Berger got the puck, and I just went to the net, and he made a good pass to me. So it was a good little start for us, and we needed that start. Come out hot, and we did, so it was good.
What are your thoughts on the creativity and the vision of Berger?
He's unreal. He makes plays every time he can, and he's easy to play with. You know what you're getting out of him. You know what kind of player he is, and so I love playing with him, and he's just going to be a great player.
Second end of a back-to-back to jump out to a lead here tonight. How important was that as far as opposed to falling behind and having to dig out of a whole lot of back-to-back?
Yeah, that was a focus point for us. We wanted a good start. Last couple games, we've fallen behind, so that was a big focus for us. To be able to do that was huge, and we just kept on building off it, and we held the lead.
The third period, there was some back and forth. There was big offsides calls, and then Copper gets the goal. Just how big was Copper's goal, I guess, basically?
Yeah, it was huge. They were pressing us a little bit there. And he just made a great shot. Kudos to him. But I think we stuck with it, and we just battled.
You talked about it the other day too. Your line. You guys have maybe not the hugest ice time, but you guys are making contributions. Obviously.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us is just get our feet moving, create energy for our lines and for our team. So I think if we're able to do that, we're effective, and so far we've been able to.
Austin, in terms of just carrying this momentum on the road, how big was this win for you guys tonight?
It's huge. Anytime you can start with a win on the road, that's what you want. And, now we go to 3 hard places to play who are really good teams, so we just need to build off this and keep on going.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Was that third period what really impressed you, or you liked that third period?
The third period when I got to 3-2 was exciting for us as a staff. I thought at 3-2 we had a really good 6-7 minutes of hockey. Got the fourth one. It's difference in the game, a little sign of maturity. I don't know in the past if we've handled that situation as well. Our game was fine. We got a little open in the second. But they got to 3-2, and we did a pretty good job with it. Especially that's a dangerous team. The elite skill throughout their lineup. I thought all 4 lines did a really good job.
They had the momentum, the Larkin goals, offsides, and all. They
Yes.
really could have deflated you further.
For sure. You could tell they had a push. They had some jump. They did a little change in their lines there that gave them a little bit of spark. And again, I just thought our guys did a really good job of pushing back. Even besides the shift where we scored, obviously phenomenal play by Copper, we just had some momentum shifts where we had some zone time. We rode the zone a little bit, and that helped us.
Back to back. Again, you do it again.
Yeah.
What's the rhyme or reason to it?
No, it's the guys. It's a huge credit to the guys. It's a mindset. I don't know how many teams in this league are going to be 3-0 on back-to-backs, but the way it's one thing to sleep in your own bed and play a back-to-back. For us to all three being exactly the same, play at home, have to fly out, turn around the next day. I know it sounds crazy. It's a 6 o'clock start. That hour does make a bit of a difference, and our guys just handled it well. So it's a credit to them.
Power play hit that little bit of a lull here recently, but I mean, it's obviously these last couple games.
Just we need the power play. We're not built to score 4 or 5. You see at times we struggle with our 5-on-5 offense. But now we turn a 1-0 first period, in which we played pretty well, into 2-0. Probably a big difference in the game. Obviously, we got up 3-0 with the 5-on-3.
That fourth line, I mean, again, not a ton of ice time these nights, but you seem to make some plays.
No,
I
I think any team with a fourth line, if they're going to get in that 12 to 13 minute range, it just helps your entire group, spreads out minutes, lets us roll over 4 lines, and it really helps us on a back-to-back. But they're a line we trust right now. They do things right. They've been predictable with their play. It's been, the offense was great. So really good sign for our group, getting play out of that from our fourth line.
Top finding his form here now after starting the season a little late. How has his ability to start clicking been beneficial for you guys down the middle?
I think the line for him, Sundqvist and Ernie, I think complement him a little bit who he is. Unless he's able to simplify his game, and I'm glad he's produced some offense, but I still care about what his underlying numbers are: defending, chances for, chances against. His points are a bonus, but when he's competing against some of their top lines and giving us good minutes, that's even more important to us.
And obviously, speaking to Trevor, you talked about the importance of starting this road trip off on a high note. Just what's that reiteration for that going into the next couple games?
Yeah, we're obviously we're going to be up against it with the type of competition we're playing. This is a game that you want to win, you want to respond from a loss, and credit to our guys who did that.
Back-to-back didn't seem to bother Husso much.
No, I'm really happy with him, and that was, I wouldn't say an easy decision, but the lack of volume he had last night, despite losing 4-1, he did not have a lot of action, so it made it really easy for us to come back with him.
You go sleep in your own bed tonight?
I am.
Yeah, that's a treat.
Thanks, Susie.
Thanks.